Everybody tells you to fix the place up before you sell. Nobody tells you what it's actually worth to you, because there are two completely different buyers out there and they want opposite things from you. One pays a little extra for a home that's done, move-in ready. The other takes a lot off for a home that isn't ready. Sellers treat repairs as a math problem. Spend X, get back Y. That's not what's happening. When you decide whether to fix things, you're choosing your buyer. The trouble starts when you try to be both. You do half the work, price it like it's finished, and then the move-in ready crowd walks away because it isn't done. And the bargain hunters walk away too because it isn't cheap. That's the house that sits. So let's talk about what each buyer is worth, which one there are more of, and what it costs you to skip the work. Now, this isn't a theory. Zillow analyzed more than 2 million homes listed in 2025 against more than 600 phrases people use in listing descriptions, then compared what each home actually sold for against what it should have sold for. Homes described as turnkey sold for 2.9% more than expected. Remodeled homes came in 2.2% above similar homes that didn't mention updates. So doing the work does pay. It pays modestly. Now here's the number that should stop you. Fixer-uppers sold for 14% less than expected. Read those together because the gap is the whole story. Finishing the job gets you low single digits. Not finishing it costs you double digits. Your downside is roughly 6 times your upside. That's not a coin flip with a small edge. That's a lopsided bet, and most sellers have never seen it laid out that way. Now, both buyers exist. There are a lot more of one than the other. A survey of more than 2,000 homeowners found 62% bought a move-in ready home. Only 28.1% bought a fixer-upper. And the small pool is wearing out. Given the choice again, 88% of fixer-upper owners say they'd do something differently. And better than 1 in 5 say they'd skip the fixer-upper entirely. Zillow's senior economist Kara Ng named the reason. When affordability is tight, the last thing buyers want is another expensive project waiting for them. A finished house gets financed over the next 30 years. Your project doesn't. They have to write a check for it next month on top of everything else they just paid. So as is still a real option. It just puts you in front of the smaller, thinner crowd. And now you know what the crowd charges. Now you don't get to skip the repair. You only get to decide when you pay for it and who sets the price. If you skip it before you list and it shows up on the inspection report, and now you're discussing it with somebody who has your house under contract and knows you want to close, you're not negotiating from your kitchen anymore. You're negotiating from their side of the table. Now, sellers are catching on, but not fast enough. 39% of sellers heading into this year expected to make a concession. But 46.2% of sellers who actually closed in May made one, the highest May share Redfin has on record. So sellers are underestimating this by about 7 points. The bill comes either way. The only question is whether you pay it at your number or at theirs. So before you spend $1, answer the question first. Which buyer am I selling to? If it's the one who wants it done, the work is positioning. And we should talk about which specific pieces matter for your house at your price point. Not everything. If it's the one who wants a project, that's fine, but then we price it that way from day one and market it to the people who actually shop for projects. What doesn't work is landing in the middle. That's a conversation, not a guess. Call or text me at 262-470-3515. Email me at joe@searchwihomes.com or visit searchwihomes.com. Walk me through your house and I'll tell you honestly which way I'd take it and what I think it's worth either way.